Alright, what's up guys? I guess this video is gonna just be meant to update you on my progress, but mainly it's for me to uh, keep myself accountable for keeping the project going. So this isn't gonna be a thing where I quit. Of course, we are still going to keep going strong on the platformer, and I really want to finish that project. But as you might have noticed, I didn't put or I didn't stream at any time in the last week or so. That's because the last week has been kind of nuts. You know, the 4th of July and just a bunch of stuff happening in my personal life, and I wish like I wasn't able to like I wish I wish that stuff just didn't easily interfere with what I was trying to do, but it did, and I kind of let it. And you know, there's looking back on it, there's a lot of stuff that I could have done to ensure that I stayed on schedule. But I know that for next time. But what I wanted to mainly do here is actually show you. I work on a lot of other stuff outside of you know the current project you guys know me for. So um, so the first thing I want to talk about is just that all the stuff I'm actually doing off camera that I don't show on the channel. And so the first thing that we're going to look at is this project I'm doing in Amazon Lumberyard. Now, Amazon Lumberyard is a free AAA game engine that is a fork of CryEngine, I believe. It's being run by Amazon, basically. So you know, it's really new, and it's got a really, I guess, at the moment, you know, for a lot of people, it's a very steep learning curve. I've been putting a lot of time into getting to know the engine and the editor, because I do actually want to put out a series of videos just kind of teaching people how to use this thing. And like, I've gotten pretty far. You know, I've gotten a character in, I've animated said character, he runs around, he can jump, you know, I've emulated gravity. This is all using their script canvas visual scripting method. So I've gotten pretty far. The version you're seeing on the screen is 1.18. They just released 1.19, so I'm going to try to bring everything over to that version to start working in the newest version as soon as possible. So, but I've been working on that steadily, and that's been giving me a lot of progress in terms of just learning the editor. So anyway, that should be an interesting thing, but I haven't been streaming that because that process has been pretty boring. It's just me going back and forth in documentation and getting little bits of progress here and there, but it should be there. They've been putting up more and more videos, so it should be getting a lot better in terms of support. So anyway, that's that. And going on to my next project that I've been kind of working on. Some of you might have noticed this project on the channel already. Preview project. You can get to a build of this game on my itch.io page, which I'll link in the description if you want, or you can also get to it on my website, which is just a web build of it. It's called Archwing. So I was taking an online course to learn Unity, because I had started learning Unreal in school, like starting with UDK, which is like offset of Unreal Engine 3. And you know, everybody was using Unity, and you know, I was being hard-headed. I didn't want to use Unity because I was like an Unreal guy. But like, you know, my tune has changed since then. I want to learn as much game-making software as possible, as one person can possibly handle. So that's that. So I've been learning, you know, slowly. So I've been making this kind of top-down shooter in Unity using an online course on Udemy, which is a pretty small course. If you're looking to just kind of get it on the ground floor running, I would highly recommend it. They're not, Udemy isn't paying me to say that, so I just it's Ben Trism's course, and I think they do a pretty good job at introducing you to the software. So and this is just one project that they have you do that I'm just gonna run with. Now the art in it is all me. I've been except for the font, what, you know, whatever, I got the font from Free Fonts, but everything else, like all the pixel art, was me. I drew everything, which I also learned pixel art using an online course. So I used Marco Valla's pixel art course. He also has a channel that on YouTube, I think is called Game Art Stuff, I believe is what his channel's called. Marco Valla, he's really good. I like all of his stuff, so if you can link to his channel from the description, you can check his stuff out. But anyway, that's where I learned how to kind of do all my pixel art, and I'm, you know, that's a work in progress as well. I'm getting better at it. I gotta, you know, improve a lot of stuff that I put into the project. But anyway, that one I actually want to release as soon as possible. I don't know if it's going to be on PC or if it's going to be a mobile game. Probably a mobile game, maybe. I don't know. Unity's pretty good at allowing you to do that. So, but yeah, that's the second project I've been working on. Thirdly, I've been working on this this mech. So I've been learning a 3D art pipeline, basically. So I bought a software called Silo, and in order to learn how to use it, I decided to make a few things in it. The first thing I had made was like a rock pack, and it turned out okay. Like I never knew how to unwrap anything in 3D, because I'd started in school. I'd learned how to use 3ds Max, and I love 3ds Max, but I'm kind of done with the whole subscription service that Autodesk and like Adobe do. So like everything, all the software I use is either free or perpetual, meaning like you pay for it once and then you own it. And that Silo, you know, it's not the best, you know, 3D software out there. You could definitely, I mean, I definitely also am learning Blender, but the idea that, you know, it's a perpetual license, anything I make, you know, and it's a pretty straightforward software. It's fairly easy to use, you know, nothing too crazy complex. And then for the 2D art that you see, I'm using Marmoset Hexels, which is a really cool program that Marmoset made. And like, you know, it's basically it's a straightforward art program that can do very, very cool vector style, like layered art. Right now, I'm just using it as a basic art program, and it serves my purposes pretty well. And I'm just using it to do some texture stuff. I am awful at this stuff. I'm trying to texture this mech as best I can. And just kind of, you know, also looking at Marco Valla's channel, and, you know, just kind of getting some hints on how to do this stuff. I'm not the best at it, but I'm learning, and I'll make this thing look as good as I possibly can, given the constraints I have. But I've been learning this whole process on the side, so I've been putting this together. So just a lot of stuff that I've been doing off camera, that I just wanted to share with you guys, and just kind of have this on here just to make sure that I'm keeping up with all this stuff, and like, you know, just make it so that I want to make it so that I finish as much of this stuff as possible. Some of this stuff is a little more of a priority than anything. My most top priority right now is the platformer that I'm making for YouTube, and then Archwing, which is that Unity game. Those are my two top priorities. The other ones, like, they are priorities, but they're just not top. But I still want to finish those projects as well. So, but yeah. So that's kind of you know, where I'm at with the art stuff. So I want to get better at 3D art and stuff. And if that weren't enough, if that wasn't enough of just a nightmare of doing things, I'm also I'm participating in Epic's cinematic summer project thing, where basically, like, I have about a month or so. It's like at the end of this month it's due, but you basically just have us make a cinematic based, you know, like on summer, and it's like 3 minutes, up to 3 minutes long, using sequencer and just nothing, like strictly everything in Unreal. And at the end, if you win, you get like a chair, and I kind of need a new chair. But I also want to test my movie making skills with sequencer, and sequencer is very powerful, a very powerful tool that they provide in the editor. And so I'm animating, you know, the characters. So basically, it's the project I'm calling is called Waves in Metal, which is basically just surfing robots. It's just about, you know, robots that are gonna have like a surf competition. And that's because I didn't have any other human characters that I had purchased off of the marketplace. And so I think that's okay in the official rule. I gotta read the official rule. I'm so bad at reading the rules for this stuff. But yeah, I mean, that should be good. I bought it from the asset marketplace. So all the robots that you see are like purchased assets. But I want to make it a little stylized, so I've got some post processing going, and it's gonna have I want to say like 3 characters I'm animating. They're all using the same skeleton, all from the same asset pack. So it should, like, I'm actually like very much up to animating all of them. 3 minutes, I feel like I can do that, and it'll be okay. This project, because it's the 4th one, this one isn't actually, like, I'm not really too, you know, worried that this one's gonna take up a lot of time, because, you know, there's a time limit to this one. I feel like I can finish it, and it's not gonna last forever. So technically after this month, and I will be back down to just the 3 projects. And this one, you know, whatever becomes of this one, whether I win or not or post it, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll be fine. So I mean, that's kind of where I'm at right now, guys, and I wanted to just kind of let you know that, you know, I haven't quit, and I'm still here with you, and we're all gonna be in this together. So yeah, I will be back streaming after, most likely after tomorrow, like by Thursday, most likely is when I will start to stream again. There's just a lot of stuff going on in my personal life that I'm gonna have to take care of first in this next day or two, and then, you know, we'll get back to that hot streaming action. So anyway, that's been me, guys. I'm gonna finish my drink here and probably get some shut-eye, get ready for tomorrow. But thanks for watching, thanks for sticking with me, and I hope to see you guys in the next streams. Peace out.